this, my dear devotees, Mata Rani. Like this, my dear devotees, Kama Jababhi Koi Dhariye, that you are the giver of desire, Uma. And like this, Sridhar was washing the feet, my dear devotees. And what happened? Beautifully, he said, Pundit hai bandhara liye ek pratit bhog आयु जीत करने वाले लगे कहाँ है पंडित गावे और निकट से गावे है लगे को आमंत्रित करने लिए चल पंडे हुए. And like this, my dear devotees, what happened? While performing puja to the goddess Vaishno Devi in the form of the Kumari, what happened? Wonderfully, Sudaji Maharaj is telling that Shaunakari of the greatness of that goddess. While performing that puja, that goddess spoke to Sridhar. Oh Sridhar, go now, go to the village, the Nagari, and tell everyone that you are going to have a bhandara. You are going to have a feast. And I want you to invite all the pundits, all the noblemen into that hut of yours, which is nothing bigger than this. Invite all of them to that hut. And I want you to feed them. With the words of the goddess, my dear devotees, what he did, Shridhari ke pooje, hey, kaise hai, apeksha ko pura karte hai, hey, yojana bana rehta hu. Usne Shridhar ko hai, pihar ke hai, sthiti hai, bhur pari, काम स्मरण करना चाहिए. And like this, my dear devotees, what did he do? He go to the village. Like when we give a nota, we give invitation for the Yagna. Just like this, my dear devotees, he went to the village and he started to tell the people of that village, hey, Hare, on the 8th day of the Navratree, that is known as the Ashtami, I am going to perform Maha Kanya Kumari Puja. And I'm inviting all of you to come and be part of that. And like this, my dear devotees, what happened? पंडित जो चित्त में दे गए दिव्य बालक प्रकट हुए और कहाँ ही है निराश न हुए सब व्यास्तत सूची है उनके है वहाँ की है अधिक श्रद्ध कुल को है चोटी से कुटिया है बनते सकते हुआ. And his kutia, my dear devotees, was nothing bigger than where Mary is there. That was how big his kutia was. And that morning came, my dear devotees, and the people of the village started to walk up to that kutia. And when Sridhar saw the amount of people, it was 350 people in number have to fit in that little area known as the kutia, chote kutia, that little kutia, my dear devotees. And what happened? मैं बैठा सकते हूँ उनके हैं कहे अनुसार के हैं बंधारा में आतिक शत भोजन और बैठे की व्यास्तत सात निर्विघ्न आयुजन संपन्नता हुए. And like this, my dear devotees, what happened? When you see all his people with her, he started to get worried. He started to get worried, like when we have puja in the house, and we invite 20 people and we cook 2 ponga chai, and 50 people come, and we just say, oh God, I wanted that food to feed everybody with. But as Hindus, we food always have burger. And when we have that healing process, our food that's supposed to feed 20 people can feed 40 people. You know why? It's our tradition never to cook exact. And in life, we do not do exact. Why? Because you will never know who will turn up in your doorstep. And that is a principle most of us perform up to this day. And like everything else in life, my dear devotees, Chintamani, लौकिक शक्ति में के और आगे और परीक्षा के होते हैं निर्णय है उसने त्रिकुट है पहाड़ जिन्यो तक और दिया भाविका है पूजे किया. And like this, my dear devotees, he got worried. The goddess herself was sitting And she made everyone that space that only can fit 35 people. She made sure that 350 people sat in that place, in that kutia. That is the power of the goddess, my dear devotees. She made hard times become soft. She has the energy, the Shakti, the vibrations to make our troubles removed. And what happened, my dear devotees? The food became abundantly plentiful. But you know, when things going good, there's always have one person to make sure throw it out of context. You know, like sometimes, you know, when you go to a wedding and you ask somebody to talk, and he have a little two in the head now. He just want to go on and on and on. Time, place, and situation. You know, me and my customers talking yesterday that our families have plenty of pundits. And one day, you know, we was in satsang and we asked one of the relatives to speak. And when he take the mic, he didn't want to let go, you know. He read over the Katari Baba dream. So we, you know what time we finished the satsang? 11 o'clock in the night. 10 o'clock, people out and going home. All this at that 48. He couldn't know when to stop talking with. And like this, my dear devotees, महीनों तक भैरवनाथ उसके रहस्यमया भालिक को ढूंढता रहता है, जिससे वहां देवी माँ का अवतार है, मताहत है. And the goddess, my dear devotees, in that beautiful place, what happened? She manifested herself in one of the Kanyas. And there was a particular Pundit who was of tantric nature by the name of Bhairavnath, who was there. And when Bhairavnath was there, my dear devotees, what he did, when they were sharing the food, he saw that 350 people, he tell himself that they could never fit in that kutia. But when he saw this, he said there's some jadoo, there's some mystical energies that is pulling off here. And when he sat and he was about to eat his food, my dear devotees, the goddess herself took that bowl with bhojan, sattvic bhojan, with vegetarian food, and she went feeding the pundits and all the guests. And when she reached by his thali, his plate, he stopped her. He said, "Oh Kanya, I do not eat that type of food. I just eat MEAT. Bring that for me." She said, "Oh Pandit, we are sattvic people. We do not partook of that in this place." You know, up to yesterday, the Puja was telling someone, you know, when you invite people to Puja, they automatically go into fasting mode. Isn't that true? Long ago, we don't know it. So when you invite people to your prayer, to your Puja, they will automatically fast. But you know, this time we live in, it will be like that. Somewhere we went to do prayers, and thank God we finished the prayer early. 6 people came from our funeral, and they were in the house up and down and they eating the people food. You know? Because they do not understand and respect a person's place of religion. That is why I always tell my yajman and them, invite people for later down the road. Do invite them when the puja going on. You know why? There's something called bad spirit. And you know, you have plenty bad spirit is there around, you know, and it just catch easily, you know. So like this, my dear devotees, Bhairavnath, what happened is that Bhairavnath said, "Dhur bhagyate hue देवी नाम पृथ्वी पर के एक भजन चलता है, जिसके से पानी पट कर हुए निकट कर नहीं नदी और है। माता पर के विरान है, करने वाले सभी पाप धूल के करते हैं, निस्दिन है निकट जैसे है। हरि ओम। वैष्णव देवी हे पास गर्भ जू जन्म में शरण ली रमहीनो तत् ध्यान मग रही अयोध्या श्री गणेशाय नमः। और शक्तियां प्राप्त की भैरव द्वारा उनके दूरे भले पर उनके साधारण भाग्य हुए। जब भैरव ने उनके मातरे ही कोशिश की तो वीरा होकर वैष्णो देवी ने महाकाली का रूप किया। That being is not an ordinary being, my dear devotees. You know, Bina Satasanga Vivekana way, we hear that in Ramayana all the time. Why Bina Satasanga? When we find ourselves in satsang, like I always tell the children in my school, Chudupuna government, Chudupuna secondary school, the college, I always tell them, who you assemble, you resemble. If you're lying with Pundit Prakash, you can say away to and Durga. If you're lying with crazy people, you go start to talk crazy. If you're lying with people who have dark and black, you know what will happen eventually. You will be dark and definitely your heart will be black. Because who you assemble, you resemble. And like this, my dear devotees, Bhairav knowing that something is not right here. When he tests the goddess, she said, "Oh Pandit, this home we do not feed any rajasic food, but we only offer sattvic food, my dear devotees." And like this, my dear devotees, what happened? The goddess disappeared. When she disappeared, my dear devotees, Sridhar, who is the Kirtan, who is the host, found it strange. But Ma comes in my home and she resides. And now Ma is no more. And when Bhairav saw this, my dear devotees, what did he do? Hari Om Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shakti Rupena Sanstita Namastasya 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 Namo Devi ना ऐसे शक्ति के है साथ भैरव का सिर चलने से है अलगा है क्या है उसके है कोपन पवित्र कुपाकर से कवि में धुर पर भैरव घटी नामक स्थान पर किया है ओम ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुंडाय भैरव ने मरते हैं इस समय क्षमा याचन के यहाँ देवी जननी थी उनके पर हमला करने के पूछे भैरव की प्रमुख मनसा मोक्ष प्राप्त करने किया. That when Bhairavnath saw this, the goddess disappeared, he started to chase her. He just started to go with that energy, that positive energy. And for days, 9 days, he started to follow that spirit, that energy, that Shakti. For 9 consecutive days, he followed that Shakti. And then, my dear devotees, Bhairava Ghati, he went into that Ghati, that place with that mountain. And in that mountain, my dear devotees, he started to follow up that hill into that Trikut Marchal, to that mountain area. He started to follow that goddess. And that goddess, my dear devotees, while moving in that spirit form, she smiled. You know why she smiled? While Bhairanath was running, looking for the goddess, my dear devotees, he had one thing in his mind. He wanted to die in the hands of the goddess, my dear devotees. He wanted to be in the presence of the goddess. Yes, he disrespected her by asking for meat to eat. But his motive was to get the darshan, my dear devotees, of the goddess. And as karma has it, my dear devotees, what happened? Hari Om Keval Bhaira ko Puran Janam ke चरकते मुक्ति प्रदान किया बलदेव उसके वरदान दिया दी है भक्ति द्वारा है सुनी सत्य करते हैं श्री नमश्चंदिकाय नमः के लगे तीर्थ यात्रा संपदा हो सुचा है आहा कहाँ शक्त होगी वहाँ देवी माँ दर्शन के वहाँ पवित्र कूपा के पास मंदिर के भी दर्शन करने से भेजा वैष्णव देवी ने 3 पिंड सहित एक चक्र आका ओम ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुंडाय विचे everyone ओम ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं Upon entering to that mountain, my dear devotees, the goddess saw him. And out of rage in the Bhadrakali form, she pulled for her bow and she severed the head of Bhairavnath. But something happened before. When he saw her pull that bow, and our, my dear devotees, he bawled out, Ma, oh Ma, everyone, Ma, oh Ma, Jagadambe Kali, Jagadambe Ma, Jagadambe Kali, Jagadambe Ma, the goddess' heart melted. She knew what he was thinking, but karma has to work out because she disrespected the goddess by asking foolish questions. She severed the head, my dear devotees. The head fell. What happened? Pavitra कूपक के पास भैरनाथ के मंदिर के भी दर्शन करने लिया. That Bhairavnath got realization. Mukti परि जाता है. And what happened, my dear devotees? एक चट्टान का आकर ग्रहण किया और सदा लिए ध्यान मग्न हो गए. इसके चिंते पंडित श्रीधर के गए हैं. हे चित्रकूट, हे पर्वत की और उसकी रस को आगे बढ़ने जो किया है. And when that Bhairavnath had fallen, my dear devotees, when it fell, my dear devotees, the goddess gave him a bowl He said, you will be known as a Bhairavnath Ghat, and you will be in my proximity in Vaishnavo Devi Mandir. You know, we just sing a song. Bhurabai dina chal gaya mere ambe, Bhurabai dina chal gaya mere ambe, ro rahe jai jai maa, he mandir viche aarati jai maa. Bhurabai dina chal gaya mere ambe, Bhurabai dina chal gaya mere mandir, ro hai jai jai maa, he mandir viche aarati jai maa, he bahara wale aarati jai maa, he shera wale aarati jai maa. So when Vaishnava Devi performed that blessing Kalyan ho to him, she said, oh Bhairavnath, as you get mukti parijata, as you go in oneness in Manidweep, in my place of abode, when my devotees come to pray to me and worship me, oh Bhairava, in order to complete your devotion or my devotion, they have to pay respects to you. You are like the gate man of my beautiful Vaishnava Devi Mandir. Hari Om. इसके चिन पंडित श्रीधर आदर को गए, हे चित्रकूटा पर्वत की और उसी रास्ते गए बंदे जो, उनका होने शब्द में देकर अंतर कुपा द्वार पर पहुँचे, अन्ना होने गए विधियों के पिंडू के पूजा को अपने दीन आचर्य बनाए। देवी उसकी पूजा प्रसन्न हुए, उनके है समाने प्रकट हुए और उनके आशीर्वाद दिया। तब से श्रीधर और उनके वंशज देवी माँ वैष्णव देवी के पूजन करे रहे। ओम ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुंडाय विच्चे। And like this, my devotees, after Bhairavnath performing that act and giving mukti, realization, my devotees, Sridhar, the Pundit, who had performed the Kumari Puja, when he didn't see nothing happening, he too started to follow. When he started to follow, my devotees, the goddess Vaishnava Devi, she took the form of Tina Pindi, 3 little stone, 3 little pindi, like looking like shaligram. When you watch it up in the air like this, my devotees, there's a light that goes through it, and she take that form and she rests herself in that beautiful place called Vaishnava Devi Ghat in the mountain Himachal, my devotees. When he went there, he saw that, he felt the vibration, he performed the puja. Devi unki hi puja hai prasann hue, उनके है समाने प्रकट हुए और उनके आशीर्वाद दिया है. And like this, my devotees, Sridhar performed puja to the goddess, and this brings a beautiful analogy, my devotees. Sridhar was the first person in our whole history that performed Kanya Kumari Puja. That is why, my dear devotees, on this Ashtami, it is so highly efficacious to perform prayer to the Kanya, to the young ones. And if for some reason we cannot do that, by listening to the Katha replaces that. For some reason we cannot listen to the Katha, we offer to the little pindis, the little beautiful emblems of the goddess Chandika. If we cannot even do that, my dear devotees, we recite Om, Aim, Ring, Kling, Chamundaye, Vichi. And for some reason, my dear devotees, we even cannot do that. We recite Om. And for some reason, we cannot do that. Then we will start saying, Aaj suno hum geet Vedata Narade. And when Das funeral home comes, if you can't do none of them things, then the only thing waiting for us, my dear devotees, Aaye bhi akela, jaye bhi akela. Ah, well, let's smile, eh? Because you know why? It gives us all avenues to pray. And you know, strange enough, in this society that we live in, there are people who do not pray. Strange enough of that, my dear devotees. Tonight, my dear devotees, Sridhar, that Pundit, that great sage, Sridhar, that great noble one, was the first individual in our dharma to perform Kanya Kumari Puja. And you know, someone asked a question, why it is the Ashtami is so great? Beside performing Kanya Kumari Puja, my dear devotees, why it is so great? It is said, my dear devotees, on the Ashtami, it is the time when the goddess Durga took the form of Bhadrakali and she destroyed Dutch in that assembly when Dutch disrespected Mahadev Shankar Baba. एक बार बोले श्री चंद्रिका देवी माता की जय। इति श्री श्रीधर कथा है ओम श्री मर्कटे पुराणे इति श्री श्रीधर कथा है कन्याकुमारी देवी पूजा संपूर्णम। एक बार बोले श्री चंद्रिका देवी माता की जय। दुर्गे 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 जय जय मां बोलो दुर्गे Every night we recite a beautiful stotra. As Amal join me in a beautiful stotra, as Durga Shakti joins in a beautiful stotra, we all sit upright, my devotees.